what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Good Old Guitar channel. I'm your host, Matt Crasciolo. As always, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Now we're going to be breaking down Save Me by Jelly Roll today. And maybe this is one of those songs that sounds a little bit harder than it actually is to play. So you guys know we always like that around here. But if you find this video helpful or enjoyable just to watch, make sure to leave a like on it and consider subscribing to the Good Old Guitar channel. With all that being said, we'll start taking a look at this one. All right, guys, we got Save Me by Jelly Roll. Now, this is a really good song, in my opinion. It's a really fun one to play. And much like a lot of other finger-picking songs, you know, it sounds a little bit harder than it is, in my opinion. So I think you guys will get a good hang of this one. But we'll start off with some basics here today. We're only going to need 5 chords. Our chords are going to be a C, an E minor, an A minor, an F, which we're going to be playing just by moving the C shape down. So if this is a C, we're taking those 2 fingers, just moving them down. The index stays where it is on the B string. We're just going to be calling it an F today because this is a Good Old Guitar channel and we don't get into too many specifics. But the final chord you're going to need is a G. C, E minor, A minor, F, G. That'll have you covered for the whole song. As you can see, we have no capo on the guitar and we are in standard tuning for this lesson today. Now guys, we're going to be breaking this song down into 3 parts for this lesson today. We're going to have a verse, a bridge, and a chorus. So we'll begin by taking a look at that verse section. All right, so let's get right into it. We're going to have to knock out this finger picking pattern. Like I said, guys, it's really not too difficult. And as with any finger picking, it might feel a little odd to you at first, but once you get the hang of it, like I know you guys will, you'll be able to knock out this whole song real easy. So we're going to look at the progression and then I'll go into more detail about the picking pattern. But we're going to start on a C to an E minor, A minor, to an F. Excuse me. All right, and that repeats for the intro where there's no singing leading into the first verse of the song. But like I said, we'll go ahead and look closer at this picking pattern. So guys, there's 2 ways that I like to think about this picking pattern today. We'll go over them both. The first one, we're going to think about it like this. 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you can use whatever fingers you'd like to hit these notes. I like to use thumb, middle, index, ring, middle, index. So correspond that with the string number. And again, guys, if it's more comfortable with a different fingering for that, it's totally up to you guys. The second way I like to think about this pattern, which really isn't much of a change up, it just, if you can remember it better this way, we're thinking A, B, G, E, B, G. All right, A, B, G, E, B, G. 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And for our progression, that's going to stay the same for the verse the entire time. The only time we deviate from that at all is going to be our bass note with our thumb. When we move to that F chord in our progression, our bass note goes from the A string to the D string. So instead of up here, we go. So say we are on our A minor, we're still hitting that A string bass note. When we switch to that F chord, we drop down to the D and we go. So guys, if you need to just think about that, that just changes to 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 instead of 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 or D, B, G, E, B, G. So totally up to you guys how you want to remember that. Pause it, rewind it, do whatever you need to do. But I'm not going to spend too much more time on that picking pattern because like I said, guys, once you get the hang of it, it's going to be like riding a bike. So guys, the last thing we've got to do to finalize this verse section of the song is talk about the timing with the chord progression and the picking pattern coming together. So one time through the first bar of the verse, we've got C, E minor, A minor, F. All right, so that was a 4 count on each of those chords. That's the first bar through. The second bar of the verse is going to stay the exact same. However, when we get to that F, we're just going to play a 2 count, and then we're going to switch to a G for a 2 count, and that's going to lead us in to the bridge section. So just briefly over that, from the A minor, we'll start. So we have, and then a 2 count on the F. So and a 2 count on the G. So remember, on the F, our bass note is going to be that D string. And then when we go to the G, our bass note becomes the low E. And everything else stays the same. So just remember, guys, C, E minor, A minor, F. Then we go C, E minor, A minor, F for a 2 count, G for a 2 count, and that leads us into our bridge, which we're going to go ahead and look at now. All right, so the bridge and the chorus are both extremely similar. To begin, for our bridge, our finger picking is going to stop. We're going to go to a strumming pattern. Now, I don't even have a pick. You don't even need one. It's so simple. But I will play the end of the verse, and we'll work our way into this bridge. So remember, the verse ends with an F to a G. So we've got, and then we go C, E minor, A minor, F, G. All right, guys, so that should look very familiar to you. It's the same progression we play through the second bar of our verse. Now, our strumming pattern isn't something that has to be too specific. I mean, you can single strum it. What I like to do is just kind of a, so down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, and so forth. And I know you guys will get the hang of that. So that's our bridge. Again, same progression as the second bar of our verse, C to E minor to A minor to F to G, 4 count on each, 2 count on the F and G. Now we're going to take a look at this chorus. So to get into the chorus, like I said, it's very similar. It's the same exact progression as our verse all the way through. So C to E minor, A minor to F once, 4 count on each. Then we go C, E minor, A minor, 2 count on the F, 2 count on the G. So same strum pattern as the bridge I just showed you, so we won't go too in depth about it. We'll just play through it once. So we've got, right back. Go right back into your verse after the chorus is over. So guys, put those 3 parts of the song together, the verse, the bridge, and the chorus, and you guys will be able to knock this one out. And guys, that's going to wrap us up today on our lesson for Save Me by Jelly Roll. As always, thank y'all so much for being here. I hope you guys found this video helpful or enjoyable. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the Good Old Guitar channel. If you guys are curious about any of the gear I use in these videos, it's always going to be linked right down in the description below for you to go take a look at. And last but not least, guys, make sure to let me know in the comment section which songs or lessons or artists or genres or anything like that you want to hear us try to do a lesson on, and we will get it knocked out for you. So thanks again for being here, guys, and I'll see you next time.